Hello, I've had some questions on bales. I got 53 bales here of silage, well, grass, soon to be silage. And now what? How do you get them up? Some of you guys know all the details about bales, and some of you don't. So I'm going to talk about the cheapest solution, the most realistic solution, and maybe even throw in some cheats if you have the money. So let's get into it. Okay, the cheapest solution is to put a quickie on a tractor. In order for that to work on your tractor, you got to be sure you have a front loader attacher right here. And I'm going to get that for 1,500 bucks. And then what I did, if you go right here, you can get a quickie for 7,500. And then if you press in on the right joystick on that, you'll see some options here. What I have is this. It's a bale spike. This will work. That will work. This will work on round bales. So there's different things you can get that's going to work. That one will work too. This one's only 600 bucks. So I got that. It's the cheapest solution. So I'm going to hook up my quickie here to the front of the tractor. And I'm going to get my bale spike on the front of the tractor. And I'm going to raise that so I can drive. And we'll see you back at the farm. Okay, we're back at our field with the bales. Now what I'm going to do is look at my tractor from the side and straighten this thing out and lower it down. Then I'm just going to drive up. Now the real large bales, you can stick both. For these, I'm just sticking one side. And theoretically, I could get two in there. All right, now what am I going to do now? Now you could put this on a flatbed trailer. This one of my favorites there. Either one of these will work. You can tie them down. There's some other mods I'm going to show you here in a little bit. I like this one because it has sides. And then I just hook my tractor there. You can pull it around, or you can pull it with a truck or something else. That's pretty cool. So you can even put these in the back of your pickup truck. Now this is not even a big pickup, but let's see if this will work. Well, look at that. All right, so I got him in the back of my pickup. You can tie him down there. And then what I'm going to do is run over here and put it in my bale storage. Or I could drive my tractor over here. Okay, you have some possibilities there. Untie it right before I get there, and it should just go in there. And there you go. So that's one solution. That's the cheapest. If you have a small field or you're getting started, that's an option. Okay, here's another option. Let me show you this on the menu. If you go down to bales, now you got two types of bales. You got square balers and round balers. Round balers are the only one that can also wrap. So I want to transport these, and it has all the various things, the things I just looked at, these two trailers. But what I'm doing, I'm going to get this one. Now you need 130 horsepower to pull this. Notice the size too. It gives the dimensions of the bales from 125 up to 180 centimeters, okay? And these are round. This one is 120 centimeter square bales. So if you have larger ones, that's not going to work. That's for the small ones. This one's from 180 to 240 centimeters square bales. So just be sure you get the right one. Round bales are usually cheaper to start. Square bales might be a little easier, but they cost more money, the balers and the picker-uppers. Okay, so this is the one I have. It holds 24 bales, and that's the size there, 125 to 180. We have 150 because we did silage. So let me show you how this thing will work. What I'm going to do is, notice your help menu over there, operating position, okay, LB and X. And then I'm just, once the little handle's down, the picker-upper thing, I'm just going to ride up to a bale, and it's going to pick it up. Now, every 3 bales, it takes a second longer because it has to slide them to the back. When I started, I didn't have, now that's something too, once you start, they all have to be the same size. Now that bale there is only, well, let me see if I picked up the small one. One of them's 125 centimeters. Yep, and I've picked it up. So that's the one I should have picked up with my tractor, but I wasn't sure exactly which one was it. So when you go start baling, be sure you get the right size there. So I'll go ahead and show you how to offload it. Look at your menu up there. It's L, B, and Y. Then once it gets them to the back, it doesn't matter if you have 1 or you got 24. The process is the same. Then I'm going to hit L, B, and Y again. Then you got to hit L, B, and Y again to put it back in the operating position. All right, let me show you another solution. By the way, these are for round bales. Okay, let me show you a mod that works pretty good. Once you have the mod loaded, okay, this is it right here. It's Bale Autoload Pack. Bale Autoload Pack. Okay, once you have it loaded, you got a choice of different vehicles. So you got this one, and look at the sizes there. It does both square and round. So you could use it for square bales, you could use it for round, whatever, it doesn't matter. And the sizes are a great range there. For round, it's 84 to 238 centimeters. And for square, it's 119 all the way to 488. So that's pretty doggone good. Okay, this one's not quite as flexible, but still is flexible. And look at this thing. Okay, so for $30,000, we're going to get this one. Now be careful when you first start out. You can use it as just a bale trailer. Okay, and there you go, just like that, 30,000. What I'm going to do is click over once and get the bale trailer autoload. You don't have to. If you want to play more realistic, you can use it this way. Okay, it also has an extension. You can put sides on it, bigger sides, and there you go. So what I'm going to do is get this one, the bale trailer autoload. It's $30,500. And you can see the range of bales there pretty much picks up any kind of bale. So we're going to pick up this thing. There you go. Okay, we're back. We got our flatbed here with the auto load feature. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the operating position. And look at that. This is the quickest and the easiest way to do bales. And that is a cheat. But look at that, how fast. You could ride down a couple of rows there and they just jump on there. Let me see. Okay, I was too far away. This thing is pretty cool. And some people don't like cheats, but if you're in a hurry, I'm trying to do this before it gets dark. All right, I'm full at 18 bales. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Now, you could use this manually. You don't have to get the auto one. It is a trailer that you can get. And for 30 grand, it's not bad. The other one I had was 50,500, but it holds 24 bales. All right, unload bales. Then you got to hit it again. Unload bales here. Boom. Oops. Oh. Now this thing will jackknife, as you just saw. Oh, I'm a little bit. Well, dang it. I got my fork stuck in there. All right, here we go. That was interesting. So I'm a little bit, there we go. I was a little bit too far out of the yellow line there for that to work. Now that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, let me show you some square bale stuff. Okay, check it out. Let's look at the menu. I'll show you what I have here. If you go down to bale transport, okay, right here, and remember for the round bales, what we did is we used the Anderson Group RBM 2000. And it costs $50,500, holds 24 bales between 125 to 180 centimeters. Now what I have is the Arkeson FSX 63.72. Okay, and it holds 14 square bales between 180 centimeters and 240 centimeters. Let me just show you this little puppy in action. It works the same way. You're going to hit LB and X to lower the pickup there. It's got a pretty cool little action here. You can see it. And you just run by, and it's going to stack them in here. There you go. And you can hit them at whatever direction. It will change them like it needs to be changed. There you go. Isn't that cool? If you hit it too early, it's just going to drag them along. Every couple of bales, it's got to push them back one. Like now. See, and fold them up. And there you go. And that holds 14 bales. Now let me show you something else. Let me get this guy off the field here. Now you can use that same mod trailer that we used. If you remember these, okay, all these four from the auto load pack there. But I have another mod loaded, and I just want to show you that real quick. I had this one in another video about mods. Okay, suppose, okay, I got these bales here. Suppose I had a bunch of hay or whatever, and I didn't have a way to transport them, and I just wanted to sell them. By the way, the mods I showed you so far work on all systems, okay, PC and console. This one I'm going to show you, though, is going to be PC only because it's a script mod. Okay, it's called Bale Direct, and once you have it loaded, if you go to the map, Bale Direct, I click on this, it's going to give you the option, tag place, sell the land, or sell the bales. Okay, and it's pretty smart. I have 3 left. It's telling me that if I sold them myself, okay, I could get $2,200, but it's going to charge me $96 a bale. Okay, and it shows you the fees down there. So my net profit is going to be $1,351. If you do silage, it will come up and show you what percentage is fermented all the way yet. It'll show like so many bales of grass and so many bales of silage. So that's pretty cool too. But if you're in a hurry and you just want to sell them to get them out of the way, this is an option, and it's called Bale Direct. All right, that's all I got. That's how to pick up bales in Farming Simulator 25. I had some questions on it, and not everybody's at the same level of play there or expertise. So if you have some better mods you want to tell us about, you can put that in the comments. I'm Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. I'll see you on the next go-round. Bye-bye.